Hi guys, and welcome back to Keep Smiling Adventures, and today we're going to be doing a very chilled out bikepacking adventure around the New Forest. Now I want to do this ride because I know quite a lot of you are kind of thinking about diving into the world of bikepacking, and well, this route I think is an awesome place to get started. Now this ride is a very short one at only around 65 miles, and it just takes you all around the New Forest. Now this is a great one if you are thinking about starting your first ever bikepacking trip, because it's great because it's not too hard, it's not too challenging, there's nothing too over the top, but you feel like you're quite far away even though you're actually always pretty close, well, to pubs and shops and whatever. So we're going to do the New Forest bikepacking loop. Now today I'm starting really late, so we're only going to do maybe like 20 miles because, well, I think the New Forest is better when you get up super early and explore it early in the morning. So let's go on for 10-20 miles and let's set up camp. See that? Prime gravel. That is why I say this ride is so good for somebody who has like never done an overnight trip, who wants to experience it without all the stress and, well, dangers of some of the really remote routes. New Forest gravel tracks are like, well, they're like man-made gravel tracks, so they're not even like hard to ride, they're super easy. Just generally this route could quite easily be done in a day for most people, so it's also quite good if you just want to come out, smash 60 odd miles off nice gravel. Although in the summer it does get kind of busy, so probably best to do it in around this sort of time, which is April. I think we're in April, I have no idea. Yeah, it's just like super nice, easy to ride gravel, and although quite a short route, gives you a chance to sort of test out your bike, test out the setup, especially if there's something that you've never done before. It's something you want to do on a kind of an easy trip, I would say, and just sort of be able to enjoy it and know that if it's not right, it's all very easy to just bail. Right, I've got about an hour and a half until sunset. The sun is actually just starting to come out. It's been all rainy all day. It's meant to get quite cold today, and I got the hammock, but there does seem to be quite a lot of trees around, so we should be good. Right, let's continue for an hour or so and then to find somewhere to set up this hammock. What beautiful gravel, beautiful gravel. Right guys, so I have set up the hammock now, and that is the end of our first little ramble around the New Forest. Just heard some thunder. I think it was thunder, so it's probably going to rain. So I've got the tarp up on the hammock. I've got an absolutely beautiful view for the night. It is going to get pretty cold tonight, at least down to like 0, maybe even just below. But oh well, whatever. Summer is getting there, I guess. A common question I get asked a lot is how I like secure my bike. Now, some people ask how I secure it in like shops and like when I go into shops, and basically when I do that, I just use my judgment and just literally just leave it outside and just walk in, just be quick. Or sometimes if they're, most of the time that's fine because like I'm in little villages and they're like nobody around. If I'm in a bigger place, I will sort of obviously use my judgment. If there's lots of people around that look dodgy, I ain't gonna leave it. But with the big supermarkets, when they have the big foyer thing, sometimes if you're lucky they have a security guard. Give him a little wink, give him a little thumbs up, he'll give you a little okay, and he might let you just leave it in that foyer thing, and then you can just go grab your stuff. But another question I commonly get asked is how I secure my bike at night. And well, actually I technically use my bike as a tent peg on this setup, on the hammock setup, and on the tent setup. I just use it, I'll show you, down here. I use this basically to hold this down, hold it nice and secure. And I also do the same thing on my tent. I use like, when I'm using the out of it at least, on the guide rope, I just use it as a tent peg essentially. Now it's not such an issue obviously in a hammock, you can sort of always see it. When you're in a tent it's a little bit harder to see, so yeah, I just kind of use the tent to sort of secure it. But I'm camping in such sort of remote places that I literally see nobody anyway, so it's not really an issue, and that's sort of what you aim for. But yeah, that's actually how I sort of secure my bike at night, so at least if somebody did come past and did somehow try to take it, I'm definitely going to notice, because they're going to have to move my tarp, and I'm definitely going to notice if that falls down. So tonight it's meant to obviously get quite cold, and right now it's kind of cloudy, but in the morning it is meant to be absolutely beautiful and sunny. And mornings in the New Forest, like, it's great in the New Forest anyway, like it's beautiful all the time, but early mornings, 5 in the morning, as that sun is rising, it's just on another level. And I recommend, if you're going to do this type of ride around New Forest, just start super early, or do what I'm doing today, start super late, stay a night, and then get up super early and enjoy the rest like in the morning, because it's just so peaceful, and it's just like, it's just way better. You'll see that in the morning, hopefully, fingers crossed. The weather will be good. Now tonight we're obviously going to have against us, and we've got the goat of all dried fruit, apricots. Oh, I love these. These are like my bonk food. Like, if I can get my hands on some of these when I'm bonking, I'm good. I'm good. I think actually what I'm going to do today is figure out a way of sort of lifting that up, so I can see that view, because it should be quite nice. Right, I'm going to chill here for the night. Hopefully the clouds will pass and we'll get to see some stars tonight. Fingers crossed, and fingers crossed for some sun in the morning. I will see you bright and early in the morning when that sun rises. See you in the morning. Well, good morning guys, good morning, and wow, what a morning. What a beautiful morning. The sky is orange and there's not a cloud in sight. I think today is going to be one of them beautiful New Forest mornings that I was talking about. Last night did get pretty damn cold. It's pretty damn cold now. It's about 0. I was still pretty cozy and everything. Just my feet got cold. That was it. It was a weird night because just as it was starting to get dark, there was kind of like thunder, bit of lightning, then wind, a little bit of rain, but just like patchy, spitty rain, nothing crazy. And then I was like, oh, is it going to hammer it down? And then it just completely went dead silent. The wind stopped, no rain, and then it was just like calm and nice. And I've woken up to this absolutely stunning sky. But I tell you what, I'm getting cold standing here. I want to get on the bike. Let's get on with this New Forest bikepacking route. Let's go. On that gravel, beautiful, beautiful morning. Oh my God, and the smell here. Oh, I think it's the pine. Oh my God, it smells so good. And it's so like, just so I don't even know, it's such a good smell in the morning. It's just so fresh. Oh, so good. Right, let's do this. The New Forest gravel bikepacking route. Let's do it. Now this is what I mean about early mornings in the New Forest. It's quiet, everyone's still asleep, you get the trails to yourself, the beautiful crunch of your tyres. Oh, it's absolutely perfect, especially on early mornings like this. Like the sun is shining, you've got these views all over there, just looking all across the New Forest. And that is what I really mean about, even though the New Forest isn't exactly a remote place, it does make you feel like you are in the middle of absolutely nowhere. It could easily be mistaken for somewhere so far away from anything, when in reality it's literally a couple miles from a bunch of different places. Bournemouth, Winchester, Southampton. It's all very beautiful. And what a morning. My feet are just starting to warm up, my shoes are starting to get some heat into them, and I can feel my toes again. Oh, what a morning. I'm going to carry on for a little bit, then we're going to stop and have some breakfast. Just going to enjoy these early morning gravel tracks. Woo! Oh, right guys, so I've done the first little 20 miles, so it's definitely time for some breakfast now. Like I said, there is loads of pubs and little tea rooms on this route. There's loads of them dotted around the New Forest. So if that is your thing, you're in luck. It's not really my thing though, and they're all closed. And also, I would say, when you come along the old runway, or it used to be a runway, it's now a road, in the summer, actually I think even most of the year, especially on the weekends, there's an ice cream truck, so you're in luck. For it, get some ice cream. But today for breakfast we are going to have some tarts. Quick breakfast for the New Forest. And then we've got about 25 miles to go, and it's still bloody freezing out here. It must be still around 1 degree zero. I'm actually wearing 2 jackets. I'm wearing this waterproof one and a down jacket, which I never am able to do because it's normally just way too hot to cycle in a down one. So that just shows you how cold it is. Right, I'm gonna have some jam tarts, and then we're gonna crack on with the final 20 or so miles. Let's go! That was a close one. This ride is so flat. There's literally maybe like one climb, and it's not even really a climb. I was definitely correct in doing this ride super early, because as I come towards the end now, everyone's starting to come out and enjoy the sun. But damn, beautiful morning, perfect ride, cold night, but awesome little trip. This is my local sort of route, so I know it quite well, and it's just very easy and very chilled out, so it's definitely a great one for beginners. Now I'm nearly back at Brockenhurst, which is where this route begins. I don't know if I even said that. So I'm going to end this video here because we've only got a couple miles to go. I hope you enjoyed this little miniature overnight adventure in the New Forest, a little wander around the New Forest. Enjoy this video, hit that like button and consider subscribing if you are not already. And until next time, keep smiling, enjoy the adventure. Peace.